And every day for an accountant, as I was saying at the beginning, that require us to be up to date, that require us to be out of box, challenge, coming, people, everything. What we need to understand is that we need to be, let me see, we need to be, I would say, up to date every single day, every time, interested in what we're doing, committed. So, industry related reading, we need to be a pair on what is going on. We can't be just I didn't know, or I don't know what's going on. You need to be committed. So you have your emails on your phone. You are all the time connected. This is an accountant life. That you're mentioning we don't have time off. We literally don't. But it's worth it anyway. We are on top of everything what is happening around you. It's very important, even though, to organize your time or your priorities. So that's one of the routines we have. Being up to date on your emails, knows everything what's going on. Sometimes your inbox comes information that it's not for you, but you are in copy of an email that you need to be aware of, which is going on around you. Then also we deal with clients, right? It's not ethical or elegant, I would say. You answer an email, or an email be unanswered for 3 or 4 days, right? So, and we don't like it either. So we have to comply with our obligation in terms of responding in time, so our routine every day would be come first thing in the morning, open your inbox, answer your emails. It includes in your prioritizing your time, optimizing it, solving the problem in a practical way, I would say. You acquire that after a few years of experience, because every time ask you to do things at the same time. So then comes your ability to, to manage that during your day. And it includes the emails and the answers and everything to your internal clients or external. They rely a lot on us, especially in the practice, where it's basically consultory. You are a business advisor. In the industry, I would say we also requires our qualification, but you are in a team. So I always say, it's like a doctor. We are in a surgery room where the patient is lying here, and we bring everything together, our brainstorm to solve that, or the patient is gonna die. So we need to think now. I always say that, but in the practice, the external clients require your ability to, and they rely on you. You need to be up to date with the economy and things that's going around you, and be able to answer them in the quality, supply a quality service, being able to assist them and let them confident enough that you know what you're doing, and they rely on you. They are business owner of companies, and they know to do their operational part. They delegate to you the accounting part of it, and you need to be able to reply in time and precisely. We also work with a lot of the clients in science. We work with a lot of deadlines. Unfortunately or not, the entities, government entities, the client itself, they have their deadlines. And it could be on a daily basis or monthly, and there is deadlines for the dailies and monthly and year that we need to comply with. again, it's again important we have this all organized in your mind. Don't miss the dates, because you can lead your clients to pay fines, because they don't care about deadlines. We care about deadlines and not allow them to fail on it. So, what is the next? Right, we have basically the work for a practice, right? And I have to bring it broad to big companies as well. We have the taxes that mostly we are responsible for, which is the most required after the reports I've mentioned, the financial statements. Revenue is also in our country, I think everywhere, it's very required. They are very strict on chasing customers and self-employed as well for their taxes, and they have their deadlines. And this is one of our work. We provide a detailed bookkeeping service in relation to reconcile every single transaction and everything that happens in the company since payroll, VAT, which is our tax system here in Ireland for sales and purchase. We have the famous income tax for companies, corporate tax in the case for companies. We have also the income tax for their directors. So this is the daily kind of work that an accountant does into the practice office. In big multinationals, again, it's divided in departments. So this big work, it's divided in the taxation team, does only the tax part of it. The reconciliation team that does the reconciliation between transactions. In Hertz here, we are the headquarters of the entire Europe. So we divide it into countries. So you do the reconciliation for all the countries separately, obviously standardized, but every country has your particularly and your gap. So also we have a team that works for England, we have an Italian team, we have a French team, all accountants that have the knowledge of the gap of their countries. All centralized here, but we have to be aware all these up-to-date things. So yeah, we are data entries, we prepare journals, we put data entries, debit and credits, the famous debit and credits for accountants every single day. Those debit and credits, as I said, the analyst would not know the importance of it. This single debit and credits become a big report at the end of the day, right? That's a daily basis kind of routine. Right, and the response to sales inquiries here, I mean all the other departments. So if there is an error in the reconciliation where I need to contact people in sales and say, what's the story here? What happened? Because I need to deliver a precise figure. You can't just say to me, you received something which I can't see in my bank account, or there is the banking department, I need to contact them. Why you're not communicating with them? Or, all the time having such thing. Projects happening as well in big companies, so you are involved in projects that aim to improve systems, everything. So it's very dynamic for big companies. And the small companies, we have the payroll is something that, I don't know, I think in Brazil we do in a different HR that prepares payroll, right? Mm-hmm. Here accountants does it because we also have the taxation involved on it. So we also could prepare payroll, make the payments, purchases, everything. It's about account. Intercompany kind of transaction, for example, in the rental car company where you pick the car in Italy and deliver in France. There is an intercompany netting transaction involved on it. So, it's huge. You have the chance to see and to interact in those departments. even though if you work only for the accounting department, you are interacting with all those departments. Right, I told about that already. So the thing is, when you are planning or getting into these fields as an accountant, it's important you know this division I mentioned, the practice, industry, and audit, because then you get to understand your own taste, I would say. You know what you want to be, what you want to do. When I started as an auditor, I remember nowadays I assist the auditors. So it was important for me to start on audit because now I know what they want. You know, now I know what they deliver. And when we see the auditors into office, we think, oh my God, everybody's afraid of auditors, right? And I realized in passing by all those 3 segments that what I really like in accounting is to prepare, is to be the operational part of it and also work with the risks. So not only to data entry and prepare the reports, but to analyze them. We have also the financial segment, which is forecasts. You know, we forecast in advance things that's going to happen in future. We analyze previous figures, see how it's been our progress. We manage risks in advance. This is very interesting, and I'm really passionate about it. So I got to know, we discuss, we talk, we have strategies to manage all those risks. It's very interesting. When you are thinking about this kind of study, it's important then you recognize where is your style, what you want, and then it requires obviously the qualification for that, the proper qualification. So